Imagine a presidential election wrapped in a web of controversy, claims of fraud and legal battles. That was 2020, and the echoes still reverberate today. The epicenter of this storm was Georgia, where conservative lawyer Cleta Mitchell found herself in the thick of it, working for Trump's campaign and embroiled in a notorious phone call. But the story doesn't end there. It spirals into a network of operatives, plans, and direct White House communication. Enter Phil Waldron, a key operative behind the effort to overturn the 2020 election. Waldron, a retired Army colonel with ties to Michael Flynn, was in direct communication with then White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. His mission? Gaining access to voting systems in battleground states. Text messages uncovered reveal the extent of Waldron's reach into the White House, with Meadows deeply involved in plans to access voting machines. Waldron's role wasn't just operational planning. He was also instrumental in gaining access to these voting systems, a fact that has raised eyebrows and questions. With Waldron's theories gaining traction, the focus turns to Georgia, a battleground state with voting machines at the center of the controversy. Georgia, the Peach State, found itself at the heart of the controversy, with its voting machines becoming the epicenter of Trump's election fraud claims. The 2020 election spotlight fell heavily on Georgia, a state that played a pivotal role in determining the course of American politics. The controversy surrounding its voting machines stirred up a maelstrom of legal battles and investigations. Key figures in these events were Cleta Mitchell and Phil Waldron. Mitchell, a conservative lawyer, was deeply involved in Trump's campaign in Georgia, even participating in the notorious phone call where Trump asked Georgia's Secretary of State to find enough votes for him to win. Waldron, a retired Army colonel, had direct communications with the White House, briefing on his attempts to gain access to voting systems in battleground states. Both Mitchell and Waldron are now embroiled in ongoing investigations and legal battles surrounding the efforts to overturn the election results. Their actions have raised serious questions about the integrity of the voting process, sparking a nationwide debate on election security. As the court weighs in, the integrity of the voting process hangs in the balance. So, where does this leave us in the grand scheme of things? The saga we've outlined today is a complex web spun around the 2020 election. It's a story of controversy, allegations, and a persistent quest to overturn the results. Key figures like Cleta Mitchell and Phil Waldron have emerged, their actions under scrutiny. Mitchell, once a conservative lawyer, is now at the center of congressional investigations. Waldron, a retired Army colonel, is implicated in efforts to seize voting machines. Direct White House communication has been alleged, adding another layer to the puzzle. Legal battles rage on in Georgia, with voting machines at their heart. As we continue to unravel the intricacies of the 2020 election, one thing remains clear: democracy in its truest form must prevail.